Council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? This is why I have invented the 5-minute meeting. There's music, there's graphics, it's amazing. Really, all right, it's kind of moderate, but still it's fun to have. Hey, Ashland City Council meeting of September 6th. This one, not here today, don't know where she is. And then this one shows up real late, but she does show up. And so this one goes, hey, I got a quick question. Hey, any support to allow a counselor attend virtually, because some people can't make it? And this guy goes, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a pretty good idea. And she goes, yes, of course, but we need some more study on that, and we should have a meeting or 12 and blah, blah, blah. So that's how that ended. And then the city manager's report, the planning department guy, the ComDev, whatever that the director, he's retiring in October, so it's a big bomb was dropped there. And then the city hired a new band director for the city band, and there's a new IT director was promoted from within, and he was in the audience, and nobody applauded, sadly. But then there's a $1.9 million grant approved for the $6.9 million road project going on Clay Street. And there's hot weather shelters open today, but we need to create classifications so that different places can be aimed at for different situations, not just the library all the time. And then the look ahead, the city manager goes on the 19th, I want to bring forth a vision statement and MOV codes and some technical stuff jammed in there and Chromin. And October 8th, we need to talk Gaia Kanawatu seating fees. And so he was like laying out a bunch of stuff. And the mayor goes, oh, what's up with the plaza recycling thing? There's a problem there. And the city manager goes, oh, yeah, there's a food recycling's a problem and the cooking oil recycling is a problem. And so we had to stop all of it. Well, we had to figure out what to do. And we're gonna fix it all and bring it all back again. And this guy goes, hey, why do you, the city's got those Ashland Saves Water digital signs just pop up with all those orange barrels. It looks crazy. Why do we do that? And then city manager goes, yeah, we took those down. We're going to look at how we do that more carefully in the future. And then this one goes, she goes, hey, what's the timetable on Clay Street? And the public works said, we're Department of Transportation. That's not our problem. And then this guy goes, Public Works is the best. And then Public Forum, a lady in a hat and glasses said, there are people in town who don't think workers are important. And then she goes, hey, Councilor Moran, don't drink water while I talk. It was weird. And then said, extremist conservatives want to make cuts. And then a woman in a blue bandana said, an easy fix of the 5G ordinance isn't what we need. We need 2 cell towers will be allowed near Walker School. It's barbaric. And then a regular 5G lady said, why isn't the 5G ordinance on the agenda? People doubted climate change, and now it's real. So 5G, it's the same. So why is the city resistant? We pay for an attorney to make a presentation, but you keep pulling that off our agenda. And then the art guy in teal shirt said, art's important. And the new Say Their Names sculpture elicits all the questions and emotions art is intended to inspire. That's some deep stuff. And then a lady who cannot be seen or heard said, the commission appointments are coming up and I want these appointments to go through for the Surge Commission. And a guy in blue shirt said, Applegate Power wants to build hydroelectric power at the Applegate Dam. And then consent agenda, that was all approved. Bunch of commissions were appointed, I think. And then a resolution for a new flag banner policy. And the city attorney said, there's new language to specify where flags will go and what kind of flags we'll allow to put up. And then so she enters. It was actually pretty subtle. It wasn't a big entrance. And then this one says, hey, she goes, I move we approve all that stuff we just talked about. That passed 5-0. And then 3 master plans were presented, and but we're not, and they're on the schedule, but they're not voted on because they just decided, let's not vote on these. They're so huge, which has actually turned out to be a pretty good thing. Maybe we do that again in the future. Thus, first, Public Works. The sewer master plan, updating the 2012 plan. They talked about engineering studies and $12 million over 20 years and I&I inflow and infiltration and the financial impact over 10 years to cover these projects and blah, 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 blah. And this guy goes, hey, city fees are already 30% higher than in the region. This presentation says 30% more over 7 years. And Public Works guy goes, yeah, but it's going to save water because the pipes water won't go into the water treatment plant. So that saves money. And this guy goes, this one, no. Who said this? This one goes, hey, can we use gray water system be included in this? And the Public Works guy goes, no, that's gray water is totally different than I&I. Everyone knows that. And then this one goes, what did she say? She said something. These increases won't sit well with the other fee increases citizens will see. There's no vote on that. And then the TAP Intertie Master Plan. The goal to increase from 1.2 to 3 million gallons a day by 2023. And so they're looking for a grant to upgrade this stuff. And they propose the cost for this is $25 million over 20 years. And rates are probably going to go up. But there was a slide on the screen that was only for 4 seconds, so I don't know how much it's going up. There was no vote on that anyway, so we dodged that. And then supplemental budget resolution, $1.3 million to make Briscoe School better. That came in, a grant. And then the $300,000 grant came in to do cancer research on firefighters. And those were grants. So everyone approved that. That's 5-0. Then the resolution for water revenue bond. This is not a real bond. It's a different kind of bond, and the EPA is making us do it. And so we have to vote yes on this, I think, for a bond. It's required the city borrows money from the EPA to do some upgrades on the water treatment plant. And so he goes, so we got to do all these approvals and submissions, and when are we going to get some note from the EPA whether we're doing everything right? Because, government doesn't always have a good schedule. And they goes, oh yeah, easily before the next budget. Good luck. And then Public Works contract amendment for the water treatment plant design costs. Covers increase in costs and splits the project into 2 projects. And this guy goes, Sept groups haven't even chimed in on this yet. So I've heard this project isn't great for our climate conservation plan. And this guy goes, I move we approve this extra money. This I think it's like, what is it? I didn't write it down. It's like 500,000, 700, 6. I'll go with 600,000. And then this one says, where is she? There she is. She goes, water infrastructure has been ignored. We gotta stay on that. And this one goes, where's this money coming from? Yeah, that was a good question there. No answer, of course. And then she goes, this is about preparation. And then this guy goes, we continue to add costs to citizens to replace things we only need to maintain and repair. Well, that passed 3-2, the usual paradigm. That's the 2 that said no thank you. And then the other 3 said, oh yeah, sure, we'll do that. And then stormwater drain master plan, the DEQ, the Department of EQ, and says that storm drain MS4 permits are coming out in 2023, as we all know. So we need to plan improvements, blah, 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 blah. And apparently food and beverage tax used to go 75% to the street fund. And so there might still be money to be used for that. But the city goes, if there's money in there, we don't know. And if it is, you can't use it anyway. And so this guy goes, hey, that's another 60% rate increase for these projects. And the SDCs, that's the system development charges. That's for new construction. They're increasing 350%. That's right, from like $50 to $200, I think. So a lot. He says this is a crazy part of a crazy out of control increase in city fees for citizens. But there's no vote on that, which is all good. So then we went to, feel like we're done? Oh, we are not done. Wait a second, everything seemed to be pretty congenial. I can't end like that. So this one goes, hey, another counselor suggested that he was telling the truth, which implies that the rest of us are lying. So that language is disrespectful. And of course he's talking about this guy, and this guy goes, oh really? Oh, that's from the guy who proposed the code of conduct and then threw it out the window when he didn't need the code of conduct. I think, what did he say? I think the water treatment plant is objectively no good. And then it was tense, of course. And then this one says, I want a final word on PERS. Can we have employees chip in or not? And when are the results of that survey coming out? Remember that crazy survey no one liked? Well, October 3rd, that thing's coming out, whatever that's going to be. And this one says, hey, what would the cost of a forensic audit be? She said forensic audit. There's no answer. Its answer's TBD. But that was it. End of meeting. You're welcome. Oh.